I'm here with Luc Julia, the French-American engineer. He's also the co-creator of the virtual assistant Siri. Hello, Luc, how are you?
Very good, and you?
I'm very good, thank you. We know you have a very rich background in and out of the AI, but we would like to know some milestones about your personal life you consider important.
I know it's pretty easy. I'm a French engineer. I did 10 years of research first, so I was lucky enough to do research both in France and in the States. And then I did 10 years of startups because I live in the Silicon Valley for the past 30 years. So 10 years of startups that did, make a lot of good in my life because I learned a lot. And then I did 10 years of large companies, HP, Apple, and Samsung, before deciding to do the next decade is going to be in France with French companies. So that's I had the chance to be able to choose what I want to do.
That's great. And regarding your book, AI Doesn't Exist, we would like you to share some of the main ideas or the main concepts, knowing that you shared today with us that you don't think AI is intelligent. It's more of a tool, which I agree with, by the way.
Yeah, I think that we should just breathe a little bit, and understand that there are only tools. There are tools that we build and we decide how to use. So what I want to convey basically in the talk, is something like, it's not Hollywood. It's not science fiction, it's science. And so it means that when we build something knowing where we are going. Sometimes we make mistakes. We need to recognize the mistakes. And but AI in general, this is not one thing. This is many, many, many tools that can be used and that are useful by definition of a tool. They are useful in the domains in which we can apply them.
Yeah, and clarifying that it's useful and it's, many, many tools. And can you tell us how can these tools or the artificial intelligence help us in the academic domain?
In the academic domain, they can be used for research, for instance, to gather all the papers that have been already published. So we can, have an AI that is going to help you to gather that in the very specific domain that you want to look at. It can be good for the students as well. We were trying to say that ChatGPT, for instance, is bad, but ChatGPT is actually good for the students because they need to understand how to use it. So it means that they need to understand that sometimes ChatGPT is wrong. A lot of time, but it's a good process to just have a good critical mind, right? So using those tools is interesting. And education is one, but of course any domain you can use AI. A lot of AI tools.
I thought it was really interesting that you shared that you think that that AI does this deep learning with the big data. However, this is a very debatable topic, as you might already know. There are some who think that big data or the AI will replace some jobs and will replace human intelligence. We'd like to know what's your take on that.
So I don't think that. First of all, a job is a bunch of tasks. Okay, so it is very rare that a job is being replaced altogether. Okay, so there are some tasks that are being replaced, and usually this is the very repetitive tasks, the one that we do, mechanically every day. And those guys, it's good that an AI is taking care of them. So we can keep on our laps, we can keep in our jobs the tasks that are very humans in terms that I'm going to be shining in those tasks, right? So I'm bringing the human creativity in those tasks. So if there is no creativity in the job, it's possible that the job disappears. But the good news is that the people, the humans, we are going to educate them, we are going to train them to use maybe the bots, the robots or the AIs that are going to replace some of those tasks. So, we will always create new tasks that are going to be helping the AIs to do their job better as well.
And as you mentioned, it is up to us humans to use this AI. Moreover, there are some who think that AI will go further and will dominate humanity in a way that's like physically or, virtual power beyond humanity. What's your take on that? That's a more interesting question, I think.
I think that it's, when we're talking about tools, the tools are dominating us. Because they are doing the job better than us, because otherwise they are not tools. So obviously, the tools are better, so AI is better in those very particular things. But us humans, we are not only about the tasks that are the tasks that we are doing. We are about something else. I cannot know what it is, but I know that there are some things that I do not learn. There are things that I am, and This is what I am. And those things, they are intangible. And so those things, I don't think that AI will ever reach them.
Thank you so much, Luc Julia. This was a special interview for Multimedia UPB. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Enchanté.